You think Pinocchio is a sweet story about a wooden boy who just wants to be real? Think again. Before Disney turned him into a cheerful puppet with catchy songs, there was darkness. The original story wasn't about magic. It was about punishment, pain, and the cost of disobedience. A tale written not to entertain children, but to terrify them into obedience. It's 1881. Carlo Collodi, an Italian writer, creates L'Avventure di Pinocchio. But this wasn't a bedtime story. It was a morality horror. Pinocchio wasn't a dreamer. He was selfish, violent, and cruel. And his punishment came in ways that make Disney's donkey scene look like a lullaby. Some say Collodi's tale was a warning to the poor and disobedient. The wooden boy wasn't born from love, but from sin and suffering. Geppetto carved him out of desperation. And when the puppet first spoke, it didn't say hello. It screamed. You know Jiminy Cricket, the cheerful conscience in Disney's version. In Collodi's story, he doesn't survive past chapter 1. The talking cricket warns Pinocchio, who answers by throwing a hammer and killing him. No redemption, no lesson, just silence and a bloodstain that never fades. Then come the fox and the cat. They trick Pinocchio into burying his gold in the field of miracles. When he refuses to share, they chase him down, hang him from an oak tree, and leave him to die. Collodi ended the story there. Pinocchio, lifeless, swaying in the wind. A wooden corpse. Only after public outrage did he resurrect him, a forced miracle born from guilt. In Disney's world, the blue fairy is radiant and kind. In Collodi's, she's a ghost. A dead child lying in a coffin-like bed. When Pinocchio meets her, she whispers, "I am dead and waiting for my coffin." She isn't a savior, but a symbol, a warning that innocence once lost never returns. Pleasure Island. Disney made it fun and colorful until the boys turn into donkeys. Collodi's version is pure horror. Their faces twist, bones crack, voices break into screams. Lampwick begs for help as fur spreads across his skin and his hands warp into hooves. The boys are sold into slavery, whipped and broken. Pleasure wasn't the sin. Disobedience was. When Pinocchio finds Geppetto, it's not inside a whale, but a sea monster. A black leviathan with ribs like prison bars. Inside, Geppetto is skeletal, starving, hopeless. They escape by lighting a fire, crawling through bile and smoke. They survive, but they're never the same. Pinocchio learns humanity not through love, but through pain. Here's the truth that Disney erased. Collodi didn't write a story of dreams coming true. He wrote a warning to scare children into obedience. Every scar and every death had one purpose, to teach submission. Pinocchio wasn't rewarded for bravery, but for obedience. Some say Pinocchio was the blueprint for all fairy tale control stories. Before Cinderella's obedience or Rapunzel's imprisonment, there was this wooden boy punished for freedom. And maybe Disney didn't erase Collodi's darkness. Maybe he repackaged it, turning obedience into entertainment, rebellion into redemption, and fear into nostalgia. Every child who lies remembers the growing nose. Every dream still fits inside Disney's rules. So was Pinocchio ever about hope, or a warning disguised as one? Next time you see that smiling puppet, remember, he wasn't born from magic. He was carved from control. And his story didn't end with love, but with obedience. Drop your thoughts below. What other childhood stories hide their darkest secrets behind Disney's glow? Follow for more truths behind the fairy tales we were never meant to question.